Okay, we're at the front of the house. The house faces south. These rain gutters, this butt end is closer than an inch to the fascia board. And it seems to be tilting. When I was up on the ladder, I thought it was tilting this direction. It seems to be tilting this direction. The water's just going to sit and pool in there, and that's your soffit vents. And so the humidity is going to go into your attic. I'd like to call attention to these rain gutter downspouts. See the way they come out at a little 30-degree angles? Now we're going to carry that discussion on forward here a little bit. The sealant is coming away from the brickwork at the top of the carriage lamps. The garage is the exterior. I've got a comment about cracks. Now this one's a little different. It's wider at the perimeter. It's breaking out. That's not such a good thing. That's not in plane. Okay. This one's a good one. We've got high soil here. High soil at southeast corner of the garage. Here's our lawn sprinkler irrigation, our weather sensor. We've got whole videos to these. This is a control joint, and this is a weep hole. We're supposed to have weep holes over our windows too. Anything that has a lintel, a metal lintel. And that drain pipe is for your air conditioning system. That's your emergency drain. If you look out this window and you see water coming down, you know you got a problem with your air conditioning. Brick is a great building material. This house can burn down and you can reuse the brick. I'll charge extra for that brick because it's got that look. I don't know. Okay. It's a great insulator and is relatively maintenance free. Alright, but a characteristic, a property of brick is that it's porous and water goes right through it. So we have a drainage plane behind it. And anywhere the drainage plane is interrupted, like the base of your foundation, we have weep holes. Most of the time, the only thing that's going to come out of there is vapor. You'll never see it. But if you have an event, water will come out of there. And then we've taken this metal lintels over our windows. Not those windows, those are wooden. But these windows right here, they're supporting brick. We put a metal lintel in there, and then we have weep holes on our metal lintels as well. This foundation has a parge coat around it. I'll bring that discussion up here in a little bit. It's post-tension cable. I guess I can bring it up here. Okay. So a parge coat is like a cake frosting. It's mostly aesthetic. Maybe they're covering up, you know, repair work, or maybe they just want it to all look nice because it looks kind of rough without it. But it's like a cake frosting. Just because your cake frosting is cracked doesn't mean your foundation is cracked. Your cake is cracked. And just because it's not cracked doesn't mean your cake isn't cracked. Okay. And it creates voids because the concrete's two different. The concrete and the cement parge, concrete and cement, two different properties that make voids in between there that termites can use to take advantage of to move inside of your structure. If we're doing a wood destroying insect report, and it's too soon to do that, it's too soon, but if were we doing something like that, I would call that out as conducive to wood destroying insects. Okay, remember the rain gutters I was talking about earlier? See, they look like this with 30-degree angles, but we have some over here that have little S's formed into them and ground spout connections. And my client wants to know why we don't have S's on this one and by the front porch. You know, I guess he wants the S's more than he wants the angles, or, you know, why is there an inconsistency here? Because my client's focusing on that. He wants to know, we're looking for anomalies and anomalies. And this arrangement seems to be an anomaly type arrangement. We've got some loose shingles on our ridge row right up there. Moving on along. See this little crack in here? Others like it. Within 6 inches span of the hand, there's one in that direction. That is a shrinkage crack, sometimes referred to in the trade as a corner pop. And that's what's going to happen. The foundation and the parch coat are two different materials. Remember, they react different to temperature changes, the weather conditions. And the brick. Concrete's always shrinking. It takes 60 years for concrete to completely cure. It's 99%, 95% cured right now, but I mean it does continue. Maybe 96. Anyway, it's really cured right now. It's really solid, but it'll continue to cure through the years. Brick is the only part of your house that actually grows, and you'll never be able to measure that, just like you won't be able to measure your foundation shrink. But it's minuscule pressure, and the pressure comes out on the corners. And it reacts differently to the weather. So you've got three building materials right here. And the pressure always comes out at the corners. That in itself is not a foundation issue. That has nothing to do with your foundation performance. That and the other ones like that. Okay. It does have termites can take advantage, go through those cracks to enter the structure. If the corner pops out, that's where they got the name for the shrinkage cracks. That's what's holding your brickwork. The wooden framing is further back in this crack. Okay, so that's what's holding your brickwork up. So you might need to catch that, you know, to save your brick. So it's possible. Sometimes you can see these little circles. That's from the tension cable ends. Sloping down, okay. Check with your grill manufacturer to see if it's okay to grill underneath the cupboard. Because if you got to put it out in the yard, your yard's sloping quite a bit. Your yard's sloping quite a bit out there too, man. I tell you what, going down there wasn't such a problem. Getting back up. Okay. This is your fresh air induction vent. Now, a tree shouldn't be any closer to the structure than 30 feet. But if I look down the way, I see trees. Everybody's got trees. It may be a homeowners association thing. Okay, and by the way, I see people with 2 trees. I don't see very many people with 2 trees. They've got a couple of trees. Where do termites live? In the ground. Oh. What do they eat? Dead wood. Oh. What's wood mulch? Dead wood on the ground next to your house. It's called a clue. It's called a clue. Okay. And now we're wrapping it up. This is just about where we started.